And I've known her for about 16 years now. And she's a testimony, and I have a couple other moms that are in this room here that are testimonies that we truly do care. It's not about the adoption and then we disappear. We're here doing life as long as you want us. We want to celebrate life with the mom. We want to celebrate when they get married. We want to celebrate when they have other children. We want to celebrate those things that God brings into their lives, because adoption is just a piece that brings together, but we want to see them do better on the other side. And Cathy has such a story of restoration. So I'm going to turn it over to Cathy.
Good evening, everyone. Psalms 34:18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves their crushed in spirit. In the depths of my darkest moments, when life seemed unbearable and my spirit is crushed, I find solace in these words from the Psalms. Today, I stand before you to share my journey as a birth mother and the profound impact that ABBA has had on my life. When I met Cathy, I was broken. I had been divorced for 3 years. I had become an alcoholic. In that process, mentally unstable. Those were pieces of my identity when I discovered I was pregnant and in a very toxic relationship. Desperation led me to almost take my own life because I didn't know what else to do. I didn't want to be here. It was at that moment that I sought help at the Crisis Pregnancy Center, clinging to the hope that there might be another way. Upon learning about my pregnancy, I felt an overwhelming sense of isolation. The options presented to me were few, and the path ahead seemed insurmountable. Abortion was not an option, as I had traveled that path before. In the midst of despair, I chose the path of adoption, recognizing that that is the least selfish and most selfish decision I could make for my unborn child. Given various adoption agencies and options, I chose ABBA. My journey with ABBA began with a phone call that almost never happened. Between my phone and Candy's phone, phones dying, I almost did not get to meet with her. Yet in the face of adversity, I connected with Candy, a woman who became a guiding light through the intricate adoption process. She, to me, was a divine presence sent to navigate me through the storm of emotions and decisions that I had to make. The decision to have an open adoption, allowing me to meet the family that would raise my child, was not an easy one. It was a decision that required turning into my faith and shutting out the negativity that surrounded me. Through the support of ABBA, I found the strength to make this difficult choice, understanding that God's hand guided me in selecting the right family. As I began looking through portfolios, every one of them that I opened, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. How am I going to pick out the right family? I was just like, God, you're going to have to tell. I'm going to have chills or something when it's the right ones. As I began looking through them and everything, I opened the one that was meant for my child. I felt a surge of joy and profound certainty that they were the ones chosen by a higher power. Meeting this loving couple confirmed my intuition. They stood by me throughout the journey, attending doctor's appointments, sharing in the joy of choosing her name, and forging a bond that reassured me I had made the right decision. ABBA's unwavering support extended beyond paperwork. They became my anchor, guiding me through challenges that had arisen at my job and also with my family, providing me understanding when others failed to comprehend the choice that I was making was the right one for my child. The birth of my daughter marked a joyful and challenging chapter. ABBA, however, was a constant presence, offering support through postpartum depression and other struggles. The agency's commitment to me did not end with the finalization of paperwork. It became a lifelong connection. And today, as I stand before you, I carry a heart full of gratitude for ABBA Charities and adoption. The relationship that I have with this woman right here has become a major mentorship for me and a family-like connection that I will cherish for the rest of my life. She has always been there for me through many difficult decisions. And in closing, I want to express my profound appreciation for ABBA. And may their work continue to transform lives, offering compassion, understanding, and unwavering support for birth parents on this journey. And Candy has asked me to do this, share my story for many years. And I have turned her down for many years because I didn't feel like I was strong enough to share this because of the shame that was placed on me for the decision that I made. So this is my first time sharing this, and I really appreciate y'all's support.
Kathy has such a strong story. For many years, I've tried to get her to talk, and I told her, God will do a work in your life to share your story, and it's going to bring so much healing. And that's really what is representative tonight in her story, is the healing. So y'all make sure to give her a hug tonight. Only a few people knew about her story, that she did have a lot of shame and guilt from her choices, not only with adoption, but just with choices that she made in her life. And she took a lot of twists and turns, but don't we serve an amazing God of restoration?